Great Bible Stories channel presents the fourth Bible story, Abram's Journey, a story of faith. Our fourth Bible story comes from Genesis 10 to 13. Once upon a time, there lived three brothers, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They were the three sons of Noah. They had families that flourished and thrived after the flood. The world spoke one language, and everyone lived together in a place called Shinar. In this land of promise, people united to build a grand city, seeking to make a name for themselves. They believed that with their unity, nothing could stop them. But God had a different plan. God saw their unity. He decided to teach them a lesson about understanding. He confused their languages, and chaos followed. Suddenly, people couldn't understand one another, causing them to spread across the world with a mix of speech and confusion, and the city became known as Babel, which means confusion. Now let us focus on Abram, a man of great faith living in the city of Ur. He was a descendant of Shem. He had a wife, Sarai. Abram and Sarai longed for children, but they had none. God had great plans for them. One day God spoke to Abram, asking him to leave his home for a new land that he would show him. God promised Abram that he would become a great nation through whom all people would be blessed. At 75, Abram obeyed God's command and set out for Canaan with Sarai and his nephew Lot. They wandered in the new land, building altars to honor God, trusting in his guidance. But a famine struck, and they had to find refuge in Egypt, where Abram faced a tough choice. Fearing for Sarai's safety, Abram asked her to pretend to be his sister. This caused trouble when Sarai was taken to Pharaoh's palace, but God protected them, bringing illness to Pharaoh's family until the truth was revealed. Pharaoh sent Abram and Sarai away with many gifts, grateful to be rid of the curse. Abram returned to Canaan wealthy and thankful for God's protection and blessings. However, Abram's wealth and Lot's wealth were so tremendous that their herders began to quarrel over resources. Recognizing the importance of peace, Abram offered Lot the first choice of land. Lot chose the fertile plains of the Jordan, close to the wicked city of Sodom. Abram settled near Hebron, where he constructed another altar to honor God. Abram's faith and obedience reflected God's promises amid challenges. Just like Abram, we can trust God to guide us through our uncertainties. In moments of confusion and choice, God can guide us towards a brighter future. What decisions will you make this week to stay on your path guided by God? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing your stories. Remember to like our video if you enjoyed this story of faith and guidance. Share this story with friends to inspire them on their journeys too. And don't forget to subscribe for more great Bible stories and adventures. God's promises shine bright, leading everyone who believes on a path of faith. Keep believing, just as Abram did, and watch what God can do in your life. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay blessed.